Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. The return man, Wilson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Brandon Wilson on the return.
The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU, Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
And when you talk about the traits that make Joe Burrow successful, you got to start with his head. This guy thinks the game, sees the game, loves the game. Then you go to the arm. He can make every throw. And then within a play, second and third reaction plays that are big ones downfield. That was why he won the Heisman Trophy, and that was why I voted for him, in addition to him winning a national championship.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. It's a good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd, finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons, with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
From midfield now, Burrow. Incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Again, it's Burrow. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs. And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out. Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd. I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
Bengals 3, Jaguars 0.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Keelan Cole now to return. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bengals.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
19-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB.
I know that people like him, and he's kind of a phenomenon in the league as Gardner Minshew, but I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how well he plays the game of football at the quarterback spot. Remember, he was a 6th-round pick, and a surprise 6th-round pick at that. More than held his own as a rookie after Nick Foles' broken clavicle, forced him onto the field in the second quarter of week 1. The Jaguars went 6-6 with him as a starter in 12 opportunities. Now they've got a chance to continue to progress and move forward with Gardner Minshew leading their team.
A first carry now for Thompson, and he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 31, Minshew, complete to the right side. It's Eifert, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. For Tyler Eifert, it's a bittersweet game here. He, of course, spent the first 7 seasons of his NFL career in a Bengals uniform before joining the Jags in the offseason. His best year with the Bengals, 2015. He had 52 catches that year, 13 touchdowns, and his lone Pro Bowl bid to date. Minshew on target here to Chark, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First down.
Nice play by DJ Chark there, and he's a great example of how a guy can improve from his rookie year to season 2. Quiet as a rookie, 1,000-yard season last year, ended up becoming a Pro Bowl selection for the Jaguars.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 38, Minshew. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Score, Bengals 10. Jaguars nothing.
CD, the Cincinnati Bengals, as they come back out here, they managed to sneak out of Philly with a tie in Week 3, the only AFC North team without a win so far this season at 0-2-1. But they put a lot on the shoulders of their young quarterback, Joe Burrow. Most completions in the first 3 games of a career in NFL history. How about that?
Yeah, and this is a young man that we thought was composed. We thought carried himself with confidence. We thought would be a pretty decent ball player. I think he's exceeded all those expectations as the #1 pick in the draft. They do get Jacksonville next. They head there. Jacksonville's 1-2. They could find their first win in that one. Then they host one of the best teams in the league, the Baltimore Ravens. But all in all, I look at this Bengals team, and to me, partner, they've been a tough out this year. They should have won the game against the Chargers when Randy Bullock, their field goal kicker, missed a chip shot. You know, they had a chance then. A.J. Green had the penalty in the end zone, which would have been a touchdown and maybe would have won it there. The Cleveland game, they played them tough as well. Really had a chance against Philadelphia. They're tough out, even though their record doesn't reflect it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Number 28, Joe Mixon.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. On the slant, complete to Green. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
To add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Cole now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. With the 17-0 our score after one.
Jaguars nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Nice catch there by A.J. Green. And at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start. Without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton, his leadership will be key.
Now it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 17-7.
His kick is
so the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Wilson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Wilson on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
All right, let's focus now on Giovanni Bernard. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 22. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete.
Burrow
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. Only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first-team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history, and I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players we'll ever see.
And that'll be accepted, of course, so that moves him back 5.
Still third down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars getting the ball back here. This is a team, Charles, that started off the year with a win against Indianapolis, and a lot of people were excited. But since then, 2 losses. Week 3, they were home against Miami. They felt that was one they really should have won, but not a great performance. They had mistakes, penalties, some missed passes, blown coverages. And for better or worse, I guess maybe that was the team that many thought the Jags would actually be in 2020.
I think that's a really good observation, and you're right. That win over Indianapolis on opening day maybe heightened things a little bit. Maybe the hopes went up a little bit too high. But I do think they're going to be a team that will get better as the season goes on. They're counting on so many youngsters. Look at their schedule now. 2 road games at Cincinnati, at Houston. And prior to the season, we would have thought Houston, no chance. But with the start Houston has had, who knows? And if Minshew gets hot, I think they're going to sneak away with a few upsets along the way. But you're right. They are pretty much what we thought going into the season.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now Minshew. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert, and Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Jaguars 10.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The return man, Wilson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And heading back out there, Giovanni Bernard getting ready to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
And he'll throw right away.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East front runners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, so inconsistent on offense, especially in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. Nick Foles took over in their big win in Atlanta, and he'll probably carry them the rest of the way.
Has 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks of the regular season.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Bernard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, Bernard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A draw play, Bernard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Big stop, big stop, let's go.
On the draw, here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Burrow will throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
1st and 10. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Carried by number 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Set him back 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Minshew sets to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Charles, a little bit ago, we talked about the 3-0 teams. How about we flip the script to look at the 0-3 teams? There are 6 of them. The Jets, Texans, Broncos, the Giants, the Vikings, and the Falcons. And then 2 others, by the way, Bengals and Eagles, winless at 0-2-1 after their tie. But I'm curious, any of those, do you think that they still have a chance of playing football in January?
Well, the short answer and the easy answer should be no, right? With this kind of a start, they should be pretty well dead and buried. But I'm going to focus in on the Houston Texans because they've done it before. We've seen it, right? One year they started 1-2, won their division. One year they started 0-3, finished 11-5, and won the AFC South. So they have a history of slow starts, but they know how to turn things around. And when Deshaun Watson's playing quarterback, anything can happen.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
50 seconds to go. 50 seconds.
It'll be Minshew again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller said that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Brandon Wilson on the return.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, this nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Burrow. On the screen, Bernard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete.
As we do every week, we like to look ahead to what's coming up week 4 in the NFL. And no shortage of good matchups again. I'm going to start, Charles, with one that is not really an intriguing matchup because they're two good teams. 2 0-3 teams, Denver and the Jets. Vic Fangio and Adam Gase, those coaches, they both need a win in a big way.
You got that right, and both of them have really struggled in the early going. Denver lost their quarterback, Drew Lock. He's supposed to be gone for about a month or so. And they're playing with Jeff Driscoll right now, and it's really, really tough for the Jets. Hard to find anything that's been positive early.
And then a couple of other ones on the other end of the spectrum. Pittsburgh and Tennessee, both 3-0, and a late afternoon game on Sunday. New England at Kansas City. That should be a good one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Flushed out right. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt and control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
At their own
Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again.
He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now.
He's got it complete to Thompson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
first down, Jacksonville.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it. Minshew to the left side here for Eifert. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
4 on the carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They run. Robinson, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hand off to Thompson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 36, Minshew to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand to Armstead. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A 38-yard attempt.
Hauschka's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
The score, Bengals 24, Jaguars 20.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Now it's Wilson.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
Brought down back.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Bernard. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. And gearing up for another drive, Tyler Eifert trots back onto the field. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up, and I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there, so it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong usually for one person to handle.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And sometimes change can be good, and Chris Conley with a nice catch there is showing us exactly how. First 4 seasons in Kansas City, kind of buried on the depth chart there. First year in Jacksonville last year, career highs in yardage with 775, and added 5 touchdowns to that list as well.
On 1st down, it's Thompson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up
switching gears, CD, one thing that I saw on social media this week that we need to pass along, if we can switch sports for just a minute, LeBron James has got the LA Lakers into the NBA Finals, of course. It'll be his 10th ever appearance, and they'll be taking on the Miami Heat. But what caught my attention was a post of LeBron's on social media of what he does every night while in the Orlando bubble. He settles down with a nice, refreshing beverage and fires up a game of Madden. So we had to give him a shout-out and wish him good luck.
Hey, good luck to LeBron and the Lakers. What a great final taking on the Miami Heat. So he and AD taking on Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, what they call him, buckets. What a great NBA final. Hope you guys have a blast, and LeBron, keep playing. We love it.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down in the 38.
The stop by.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd down and 7. Burrow will throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This will be caught at about the 6. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker.
Field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Bullett's kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the 1st. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
Bengals 27, Jaguars 20.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Cole now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins got home that time.
And there's Geno Atkins applying the pressure again from his defensive tackle position. I know a lot of people talked about the down year he had in 2019 with only 4.5 sacks. That was his lowest sack total since 2014. But the respect he gets around the league, he hasn't missed a Pro Bowl in his last 6 seasons. Remember, he gets doubled and tripled on almost every snap.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end sample. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First down. Here's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A pass complete here to Conley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Caught, Eifert over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Where it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Burrow's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Minshew sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Jacksonville.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew, he's got it complete to Thompson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
12. 1st down, Jaguars.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Geno Atkins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Robinson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll begin here with Bernard. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll run it here with Bernard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.